Let's call a spade a spade. Any turn in West Virginia is a wrong turn.
A Willie Screenia production.
Here to ask, will you like it? The controversial CP.
Hello, I am CP. Welcome to I Like It Reviews. Today we're covering Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn was released in 2003 and stars Desmond Harrington and Eliza Dushku and was directed by Rob Schmidt. As for the film itself, Wrong Turn fell into a bizarre period for horror. We were fresh into the downshift from Scream and the Scream copycats, and the Japanese crossovers were kind of working but just weren't really catching on. And the torture porn craze was just around the corner. Wrong Turn oddly filmed this traditional horror theme. You can almost trace the hick horror back to Wrong Turn. Films like Devil's Rejects and the Hills Have Eyes remake can certainly thank Wrong Turn for setting the table for an unwritten subgenre. Wrong Turn features Desmond Harrington as Chris Flynn, a dude who's traveling and is in an extreme rush, got a job interview. But thanks to some stopped heavy-duty traffic, Chris decides to take an alternate route. But boy does he take a wrong turn. On this back road, Chris and his badass disgust tank are just cooking. They're going fast on these back roads, these dirt roads. He's just moving. If I've learned anything from movies, it's this: don't drop anything when you're driving on a one-lane road. And unfortunately for everybody in this film who's not an inbred, the group of Eliza Dushku, whose character name is Jesse, have a car broken down in that one lane. Speed plus stopped equals bang. No. Yeah. Dirty mind. So now with two cars out of service, the combined group decide to go and try to get help in the backwoods in West Virginia without heroin or oxy. No. Again, not that oxy. From here forth, the film does an incredible job of mixing elements of Deliverance, Jeepers Creepers, and the slightest hint of Joyride. What I feel made this movie so endearing and brought it enough attention to garner a bunch of sequels was the fact that it was simply a solid horror movie. It wasn't perfect, but it certainly wasn't horrible. Of course, it has the tropes that non-horror fans will mock, but the same ones that horror fans will embrace. I mean, bootleg Jared Leto is douchey. You basically want to hand the killer the machete for him. But outside of that, the film hits so many wants on a horror fan's checklist. Stupid characters you want to see die. Sex and drugs. R-rated. Characters you want to see live. Scary bad people. Wrong Turn really covers it all here, and what I feel works best for the film is the fact that they really get us to know the characters of Harrington and Dushku. Not to mention Sisto and Chikri, the main foursome, so to speak, are quite endearing. You get a really believable rapport. A truly good horror movie can get you to both want to see people die and want to see people live. And Wrong Turn, I feel, does that. The douchey guy you want to see get murdered. The main four you want to see live. And Wrong Turn does that. You feel for certain characters. Now listen, I'm not saying this is Sophie's Choice or anything, but for a light-fared horror film, you feel for the characters. The movie makes you not want certain things to go down. The fact that you're even invested is all you could really ask of a horror film. Like I said, bootleg Jared Leto, his character is weed, fucking. Bro, did you bleed on my vape? It didn't matter what happened to him. Cannon fodder. But our four mains, however, you were invested, you were concerned. You get the, oh no, but they put the down payment on the wedding dress. And who's gonna feed the dog now? What a shame, he left Ty for her.
Ty? Ty? Why would I go with Ty?
Wrong Turn follows a basic structure of horror's past, yet wears the R rating right on its sleeve. And when you consider the near future of horror after that, the 04 to, 2 years ago period, it's one of the last horror films to embrace the R rating without really exploiting it, without abusing it. There's a movie wrapped around that gore, not gore with people talking. Fans of slashers with a bit of gore are going to want to take some time out and give Wrong Turn a shot. The film certainly gives you a lot to cherish too, giving you a nice taste of Texas Chainsaw Massacre blended with Deliverance. Fans of either film may want to venture into the backwoods for this film. Maybe you'll want to take a wrong turn and check this one out. Wrong Turn got a bunch of sequels that just didn't have the same spark and charisma as the first one. But the interest in the series certainly shows itself in the repeated entries. However, they're all straight to DVD. But if you had fun with these bad guys, have faith knowing that there's over 10 hours of the world of Wrong Turn to check out. I don't have to say that I enjoyed this film. I really feel like it's one of the underrated horror films of the 2000s. 2000 to 2009, there's not much to speak of. I mean, you had every year, every October, you had a Saw or Paranormal Activity. That was the big horror films of that period. It was the last real decent horror film before we kind of got lost. And right now is a really, really great period for horror. So in case you somehow missed this film, I would strongly suggest checking it out. How about you guys? Is there something that sticks out for you in the 2000s that perhaps I'm forgetting about missing? And don't mention The Descent. I know about The Descent. Otherwise, if you liked the video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Otherwise, have a day.
Disagree with CP? Let us know in the comments.